Hi folks, welcome to another session on competitive math prep. This is the question that we are going to discuss today. We are given some data here, the average marks in English for girls, for boys, and the overall average marks in English. And similarly, we are given the average marks in Hindi for girls, boys, and we are asked to find out X, which is the average marks in Hindi, the overall average marks in Hindi. What is the value of X? Is it like 7.8, 7.6, 7.4 or 7.2? Let's look at the competitive solution for this. I have copied over the same chart which was given in the question here to this slide. And what I've done here is I've just given the average marks in Hindi as calculated from the average marks in English. Basically, the average marks in English for girls is 9 and in Hindi it is 8, which is exactly 1 lesser than the average marks in English. Similarly, for boys, the average marks in Hindi is 1 lesser than the average marks in English, 8 and 7. We are asked to find out the overall average marks, so that should be 1 lesser than the overall average marks in English, which will be 8.8 minus 1. So the answer is option A, which is 7.8. You just have the answer in just one step here. What we have to note here is the difference of marks obtained by girls in English over Hindi is exactly the same as the difference of marks obtained by boys in English over Hindi. The difference is 1. That's why this method is possible. If you want to verify your solution, we have given the verification here. Take a look at this at your leisure. Let's move on to the conventional solution now. Let's consider the number of girls to be G and the number of boys to be B. With this, we can get that the total marks scored by girls in English is 9 times G, because 9 is the average for girls in English. So 9 is the average multiplied by the number of girls would be the total marks obtained by girls in English. Similarly, the total marks scored by girls in Hindi will be 8 multiplied by G. Same way, the total marks scored by boys in English is 8B and the total marks scored by boys in Hindi is 7B. And the total number of boys and girls, that is the total number of students, is G plus B. The total marks in English is 9G plus 8B, right? Because this is the total marks obtained by girls and the total marks obtained by boys. So we are adding both together. To find out the average, we will divide this by the total number of boys and girls, which is G plus B. So the overall average marks in English is 9G plus 8B divided by G plus B. And this is given to be 8.8 as per the chart given in the question. The total marks in Hindi is 8G plus 7B and the overall average marks is, again, dividing this by the total number of girls and boys, which is 8G plus 7B divided by G plus B. This is what we have to find. So 9G plus 8B divided by G plus B is equal to 8.8. This is what we figured out. Let's solve this equation. So 9G plus 8B is equal to 8.8 multiplied by G plus B. We are just taking G plus B to the other side. 9G plus 8B is equal to 8.8G plus 8.8B. Let's all bring all the G's together and B's together. 9G minus 8.8G is equal to 8.8B minus 8B. So 0.2G is equal to 0.8B. G is equal to 0.8B divided by 0.2. This means G is equal to 4B. Now let's substitute this value, the value of 4B for G, in the other equation, which is what we are supposed to find. So 8G plus 7B divided by G plus B. This is the overall average marks in Hindi which we are supposed to find. Substituting the value of 4B for G here, we have 8 multiplied by 4B plus 7B divided by 4B plus B. This is equal to 32B plus 7B divided by 5B, which is equal to 39B divided by 5B. B and B get cancelled out and we get the answer of 7.8. So option A is the correct answer. As usual, some points to note here. The comparative method gives us the solution in a fraction of time, or in this case in just one step. compared to the conventional method. And you can use the time saved from problems like this against problems that you can only solve by the conventional method. No points for time or effort, so always go ahead with the quickest method. We really hope that you found this useful. Please don't forget to subscribe and also share this with others who might also benefit from this. And if you have any questions for which you need the competitive solutions for, please let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you. Thank you for your time today. Looking forward to connecting with you all soon. Have a great day.